Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Lassoon tribe, who are very quickly tackling the very first island in our experimental run-through of Niche that they have been placed on. And I'm pretty excited because we have already covered so much ground. This has been much easier to explore and much easier to work with than some of the past versions that we have played in. And I'm beginning to start to feel the difference in the new balance of not having to use up your food resource for clearing away grass or any of your movements or any of your attacks, but rather only using your food for feeding each one of your creatures every turn. Now, something I think would be really interesting, and it just occurred to me to see as a future gene that they could add into the mutations, is maybe like a big eater, where somebody would eat two fruit instead of one fruit for everything they do, but maybe it makes them stronger, so you have to kind of balance that out. So that could be very fun to see. But I'm absolutely in love with this and really excited because as soon as we finish exploring the last of the grasses, which may even happen this generation, and we are on the 4th generation of this version of the tribe, we might move on to the next island already. So it's sort of stunning. We have conquered so much of this tiny, small, little safe island, which doesn't have any Dodomingo or any of the bluebirds, I will admit, so quickly. And I really think that even though I did not like it in the beginning, it is because of that new balance of using food only to feed your creatures versus for every move. So with that said, we do have a little bit more we need to do. I think we have a predator right here, and we are gathering up some of our best fighters to hopefully be able to take him on. And we also need to cope with whatever else is rustling in the grass. I think it's primarily bunnies back here. And we are currently trying to breed out the hemophilia gene because we're finding that that's the family tree. We're finding that this hemophilia gene is actually extremely devastating to have. If your creature takes any kind of damage, the last 2 creatures we had who had this trait who fought predators ended up being so wounded that they died of their wounds. We were not able to keep them alive. They slowly bled out. You can't lick yourself to heal yourself if you have this hemophilia, it seems. That may have been the glitch with both of those creatures. It may have been the way that the gene displays. I'm not sure. Only testing it some more in the future will show that. I'm not particularly eager to do that though because it does cause so much damage. So we're trying to breed that out right now and breed in normal blood clotting so that the wounds will close normally. You can lick yourself. It's really fun. I think you can even lick another creature who's wounded and heal that. So we're trying to breed that out. I actually think this is more devastating than the blind gene. I think it's more devastating for sure than the cosmetic genes such as spit snout. And I think it's actually more devastating in some ways than no paw. No paw on this island would have really hurt us because we would not have had the ability to collect any nuts with no paw from trees. And there's so many berry bushes. There's so many berry bushes. But last time we did have a plague of bunnies, and we still have a bit of a plague of bunnies. So this time around we're going to try to cope with that plague of bunnies, and then as things calm down and we do a little bit more exploring and take out this predator, we're going to start breeding a few of our creatures for the 5th generation and getting ready to probably breed up the generation that's going to go onward to the middle island. So I'm pretty excited about that, especially because I really have my eyes on little Lacey here and Pakar as 2 to have lots of beautiful babies together. I don't know why, but these 2 are a couple of my favorites, and then Anku down here is another one of my favorites. I am just a big fan of spots, and I guess I really like the mix of the white or light tan coats with the dark manes this time around. It's really interesting because every tribe I seem to get attached to a different look for each tribe. If you recall, the Hoshina tribe started to really develop a fondness for having the hamster bodies, the venomous or the toxic bodies, which actually, can we breed in toxic body? Okay, we have not unlocked toxic body yet because we haven't explored any swamp tiles, but that would be extremely useful to have, so we could just have some of the creatures die already. Oh my gosh, the predators are quite the pain. We do have poison fangs kind of lurking inside of some of our creatures. I guess we could work on trying to keep that bred in, so we'll line everything up like that, and we will try to just continue on to the next island. So let's go ahead and make it the next day. He's come out of hiding. Oh no, we had someone die of old age. Oh, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. He's decided to bring the fight to us. We took too long bringing the fight to him. All right, let's attack him. Let's get it, ladies. I know you can only do a little bit, but we're gonna do our best. Oh my gosh. This rock is in the way. That is so annoying. Okay, 2 attacks there. Can I get over here? Oh, all I can do is line up. Man, and the bunnies are going wild. The bunnies are going wild. We'll be able to take him out. We will be able to take him out. Look at us. We're all lined up. The bunny is bearing witness to this fight, but we'll have to see who will he take out in retaliation. Oh, the travesty of it all. Oh, no. We're going to have to see who survives. Oh, this is going to be a little bit of a rough ride right there. All right, Roshir. Roshir is actually one of our more gentle creatures. He earned his blue gem from gently snuggling a bunny when he was a younger child. We'll have to keep an eye on him as well. Anku is going to come down. Ah! No! This is not what I wanted! This is not what I wanted! Ask me! If you two manage to survive this encounter, I will let you have babies! This is not what I wanted whatsoever! I was just saying how easy this island was, and it was so easy to conquer. Almond! I think he would run over here to try to help his children, to try to help little Anku, even if this is going to be the end of Almond. Oh, Miri, what are we gonna do? I mean, we might as well just be practical about things and take out these bunnies, because they're starting to destroy all of my berries. The bunnies, they're taking advantage of this moment. Curse you, bunnies. Oh my gosh, and there's darkness everywhere. The island is half cast in darkness as the battle rages between the 2 predators. That was unexpected. I thought it was a bunny. I really thought it was a bunny. Oh, bother. This is gonna be a little interesting. Oh my goodness. I mean, tell me that's a bunny. Oh, thank goodness. So at least that one's a bunny. All right. So that got very interesting very quickly. Kiravan can't even really help fight. What should I do with him? I'm going to move him up here, I guess, so he can try. There's a bunny eating all of my berries while he isn't observed. We'll try to keep the line of sight connected between the 2 sides of the island. I cannot believe this. Oh my gosh. Let's see what the predators do. Oh, hang in there. Oh, he attacked him straight up. Oh my gosh. Hang on, Esdukro. Oh, should we heal him? Esdukro, he's gonna have to let somebody else heal him. Mikori is actually like the best fighter we have right now. Oh, we took care of him. Mikori. Okay, I guess this could be a bit of a romance. Who would I want the romance between? I mean, really, either one's fine. So we'll go ahead and she can heal him up. Oh my gosh. And look at this bunny unapologetically running for our berries, even while there's been so much chaos and drama going down. Oh my goodness. So I don't know. We might have Esdukro. He did perform quite the heroic, brave feat just then. So maybe the females will be, let's see, H and B immunity, A and H and F. I don't know. It's not a perfect match, but I think that our strongest fighter in Mikori here actually was somewhat intrigued by what he had to offer. And then Reina, would that be a bad match? I don't think it would be a terrible match if Reina had one of his children. But let's see, does she have... And none of them have the hemophilia gene, which is very important too. You know, sometimes you don't really get to pick the absolute most perfect mate for your creatures. And I think he kind of did prove his bravery. So we're going to go ahead and have him breed with both of them. You, berry stiller you. Oh my gosh. We really are dealing with like a plague of bunnies, and that's actually quite brilliant. I totally forgot we had a predator over here because I was so distracted with the bunnies and trying to decide if he would make a good mate. Oh my gosh. But it's actually brilliant to have the bunnies be that persistent of a problem, because then you have to defend your berries. You can't just sit there and ignore them anymore. They really do come and they offer you a little bit of food, but if you don't proactively chase them down, then you lose out more berries than they're worth from just them destroying your berry bushes. So that's kind of brilliant how you have something that, if it's just a little bit too many bunnies, can completely tip the balance of if having bunnies around as a meat source is a good thing or not. So with those thoughts in mind, I am beginning, as time is going on with this update, feeling the balance that they have started tweaking and adding in. So I just kind of wanted to mention that because I know I was complaining a lot about how different it was when we first started playing on this one. But I'm enjoying it, and let's go ahead and see, at least I would be enjoying it if our creatures weren't under attack so often. Let's see what happens over here with Brave Almond jumping in to try to defend Esmesi. Yes! Alright, and his son Anku. So Anku, you and Esmesi Esmesi have survived. Almond is probably immensely relieved. He has come, he has rescued Anku, his son, and I may let these two potentially breed. I mean, unfortunately, we have a lot of immunity A running around, but I think that that is worth it. So I think we're going to go ahead and let them breed, because Anku and Esmesi have been kind of making eyes at each other for a while, and we'll let Esmesi head back up. She can get ready to go back into a nest. And then down here, little Roshir is just kind of staring in shock at everything that just happened right next to him. And we'll have him gather up those berries. All right. And then over here, Pakar, Lacey is finally old enough to have a mate. Oh my gosh. Okay, Pakar, gather up a little bit of the bunny as offering. And then we will actually bring her right up here, and we might be able to bounce her between these two nests and have her have several offspring. So that would be very useful if we can pull that off too. Mary is over here still helping to explore the edges. Isriri was helping to guard these berry bushes from all of the persistent bunnies that keep popping up. New Kirku has been quietly exploring and defending this part of the island for quite a while. Mila has now unveiled the area so that we can walk into the corner. And you guys, we are really getting there. We are really, really getting to the point where it is almost time to start seriously thinking more about what kind of genetics we want to send to the Middle Island. I'm really surprised. It's actually a lot easier to do rapid exploring now that we no longer have to worry about each and every move costing us food, it seems. So this is an unexpected twist. I did not expect to be as okay as I am with how the new process worked out. Look at that, 78 food, even though we lose 1 food per creature every turn. Fascinating. All right, let's go ahead and make it be the next turn. We have a few pregnant females starting to run around. Oh, I heard a bunny. Where did it pop up? It's not going, aha, right over here, eh? All right, Miri, dive on in. There's the bunny. This is where the plague of bunnies is coming from. Dive on up. There we go. Now I know where to start looking for that plague of bunnies. Nyukirku can just continue gathering berries. Isliri can continue gathering berries. And then Pakar, he can very proudly show off his little nest site that he has kind of prepared more or less. So we're going to have Lacey go ahead and we'll ignore the meat for a second. Well, don't worry, we'll send Kiravan down to collect it. That's a really good spot for Kiravan, actually. And then right over here, Pakar can show off such the lovely nest site. I think little Esmisi is a little bit put out because she was about to move on to that spot, and then somebody else stepped on it, but she can just go to this back nest. There we go. And then as soon as Anku finishes exploring this back corner with his brother and his dad, then we'll send him forward. And Almond's about to pass away, so he can just stand here and very proudly watch over his sons. Oh, Lacey, you're gonna have your first baby. I'm so excited. And Pakar is going to step over here, and now she's gonna have her very first baby. It occurred to me, like, as I said that, wait a second, she's not expecting yet. So now we have hopefully some beautiful babies showing up from those two. And yeah, a couple pregnant females on the nest, a couple over here. Need to make sure we finish gathering everything up. Anasi, I don't think we need to breed her just yet. Rasi can gather this up and continue exploring. And Mikori, I don't know if she needs to go and have her baby just yet. Asdukro can actually stay back here and continue to explore a little bit too. I think I'm gonna just let Mikori kind of like work her way slowly over to a nest by doing some exploring in these back corners. And then Reina, I'll let her gather this up and then jump into a nest. So we're about to have a little flurry of newborn babies, so hang in there, you guys. Thankfully we have enough food to hopefully handle the population expansion. All right. Oh, Almond, I'm gonna miss you. Almond! Oh my gosh, and look at our creatures. There's such a variety in the babies born. We have Taduk. Oh no, and he's got double H immunity. I was worried about that for breeding those two. But we have little Taduk. Thankfully, he has normal blood clotting. We have Komiana. Ooh, Esmisi, you had quite the lovely named child there. And unfortunately, she has double immunity as well. And then finally, Rihanna. Oh, thank goodness. So Lacey's, I may name her, let's see, Pakar, maybe Alnana? Let's go Al Nana. Al Nana. There we go. Sorry, it moves because the WASD keys are the same as like my keyboard, but that's pretty interesting. But little Al Nana, kind of given the name Almond, or the sulfurix Al for her grandfather Almond, she's very lovely. I really like this. So she carries recessive antlers. She has double berry paw. Yes. Oh, so she's very peaceful. She's a very peaceful little one, but she should hopefully be able to gather up lots and lots of berries. Back here, Komiana, yes, is a good fighter. That's what we really want to see. So Komiana, I wish I could mark you right now as a good fighter, but not just yet. And she is okay on berry gathering, better than nothing, I suppose. Caravan, old man Caravan is about to pass away. He can try to get these pesky bunny problems taken care of as he goes. And then we've got Reina over here, and her son Taduk unfortunately does have the immunity issues, and he's Estukro's son, but he doesn't have the hemophilia. He has normal blood clotting, which makes me very happy, and he's kind of average across the board otherwise. So he unfortunately comes out as another potential scout. I don't know if I would continue on with his particular genetics, so we'll keep an eye on him. Very excited to have this little family moving and grooving though. So I think what I'm going to do, Lacey's going to jump over here. Darn, she can't make the nest jump. I was hoping we would be able to jump her straight into the nest over here, but we can't. So we'll just have the little family kind of line up in this spot. And then we'll do a little bit of exploring with Miri. I'm sorry, Miri. So Miri's mate, Almond, has passed away. Oh, I remember when we first set those two up. Do you guys remember when we first set those two up? And I do love that we can come back over here and be like, Almond, where are you? And we can look around, and there's Almond way over here. He can come. We're going to put him next to his mate Miri right there. There we go. I really love that you can kind of scooch them around like this to keep an eye on everybody. Are all her daughters together? Oh my gosh. It starts making such a mess. Mila, come on this side. Almond. Okay, and we need Pakar on this side too. So now we can keep a clear line of sight actually on the Almond family tree. Tadukta's child, Almond, Pakar. And actually, I do love the idea that we can continue like showing the hereditary nature of some of the names, like naming one of the creatures after their grandparents or something like that. So Alnana. We may actually Mirkar, actually. Or I like the fact that her name is Lacey though. So Lacey, Alnana. But this is fun because this is where you can come and start figuring out how you're going to transfer names through some of your creatures. So I really like that as well. So we're working into the 5th generation, you guys. This is quite surprising. We're going to have to see how far we can push the family tree. All right, so let's go ahead and gather up some more berries from over here. Doing pretty good. Poor Almond. I'm going to miss him. We're exploring these last corners. And now that Anku has gone ahead and explored this area, we'll send him up to his mate Esmesi in a little bit. We might move Esmesi just right over here. Oh, she can't collect anything because she has no paw. Totally forgot about that. Totally actually forgot about that. So we'll just leave her right there then. And then we will scooch Rihanna over, and she can gather up some berries while we're here. Rasi can gather up some berries and do a little bit of exploring. And then Anasi, she really likes the sea, so we might get Anasi back over to the sea actually, and we'll have her gather up some of these berries. Mikori is going to take her time meandering over to her nest, as Dukro's genetics aren't exactly like the most needed, so he can go ahead and do some exploring now that he's had a couple children. All right, so we're really moving. I can't believe how quickly we are just pushing through this. And I really love the latest little lineup of births. I guess Spots are really in for the Leosa. Why can I never remember when I named my own tribe? Spots are really in for the experiment tribe. And we'll have to see what other things. I really miss Rira from the Jalip tribe and how we finally got black fur, black spots, and it was so cool. But I think Dalmatians with brown fur or tan manes, like Dalmatians with the brown fur on their mane, and ram horns are kind of the thing for the Lassoon tribe. So all right, I think I just really like this look. Doesn't this look so stunning? All right, and I know what it is. They remind me of lab mice. They remind me of lab mice, and this is the experiment tribe. It all clicks together. That makes so much sense. No wonder I keep being drawn to them for some unknown reason. They remind me of little lab mice. Oh my gosh. All right, so now it all makes sense why I really want these colors, and we'll see how that goes. Oh, and the rain is coming down. You guys, I think there's a good chance that we could probably gather up 200 food or so before we start moving the next generation. So that's really, really lucky. Let's go ahead and move Analala. And I think I may rename her, actually. I kind of want to name her Lisar? Maybe after her grandparents somehow. So Miri, and Barry was her like great-great-grandmother. Mary, and then we have let's see, Barry, Mary, Lacey, and Ananana. Yeah, I think we'll rename her. No, Mary is not related. Yeah, Mary is related to her as one grandmother, and Isko is the other grandmother. This is so fun because you can just start smushing the names together. I know I just said that, but I'm just very excited about it. Let's go with Mirkar? Or let's see, maybe, because I kind of like or Barry even. So we could go with, let's go with Mary with 2 eyes after her grandmother. I like that a little bit better, and it kind of carries over the Lacey. So Mary, there we go. I like that a lot. I love that I can rename them and start building a line of the story and the family tree, and no you don't, Mr. Bunny. Thanks to that. So yes, all right, and we'll move little Mary. Oh, Grandma Mary! Oh, you're named after Grandma, and she's right over here. I love that. We'll go ahead and move them around. Lacey can gather up some berries and then perch in the nest, expecting her next child. Pakar is right over here, very proud to see the newly born baby. Anku. Oh wow, there's a whole nother berry bush over here. Oh my gosh, I've got so much collecting to do. Kirvan can go ahead and we'll have him collect up a few things over here. Little Esdukta Esduk can come over here. Raina will gather up these berries. Yeah, we've got a lot of berries to collect. It's funny because we have so many creatures who are getting ready to do some scouting and exploring, but they have their paws full, or even giving birth, but they have their paws full just collecting enough berries. There we go. Because of the rain. And look at that, we're over 100 food right now. That's really fantastic. And Isriri is the only one who can't really do anything. And Komiana can do something at least. Or excuse me, Nessie is the only one who can't really do anything. So we'll have her move maybe down here and maybe start helping explore away some of these grasses. And Komiana could actually move over next to this berry bush and help out. So this is working out very well. All right, let's gather up more berries. And I think we're actually going to be able to gather up enough food to really support moving to the next island very soon. All right, and then the lab mice, that's why they appealed to me so much. I've got it now. I have figured it out. Okay, our little lab mice tribe. So we will be breeding them up to try to get the perfect choice from Generation 5 before moving to the new island and gathering up hopefully a little over 200 food next time. And I will see you guys then. Bye-bye.